It's early Friday morning, and the Estevan Bruins of the Saskatchewan Junior Hockey League are preparing for their toughest road trip of the season. The northern swing to Nipawin, Flin Flon, and Melfort. A round trip of almost 1,200 miles. Everyone's fresh and anxious to get going.
And I think this trip for us is kind of comes at a great time because, like I mentioned earlier, the 21-man roster is set, and the team has to get together and get to know each other again because we have made a few player changes. And I think in that respect, you look forward to it. Maybe not necessarily coming up here and playing some very tough hockey games, but it's a great test for your hockey club earlier in the new year. And you can see the areas you have to improve on and maybe make adjustments later on in February.
Yeah, it'll be good to see some different teams for a change. We've been playing a lot of teams from our own division down in the south, and just see some different faces on the ice. Maybe maybe we can do better against some of the northern teams.
After a 5-hour tour, the Bruins arrive at the Kingfisher Inn in Nipawin. Still a few hours until game time, so after a bite to eat, a chance to rest up before the game.
You have to stay focused on the game ahead. Yeah, if you're thinking about 2 games ahead, you're likely going to have trouble in the game that you're playing tonight, and it gets tough if you're thinking about the game ahead. Yeah,
it'll be a tough game. They're a good team. So last time we played them, we lost in overtime. So we can definitely play with these guys. We just got to go out there and hopefully get a few quick ones on them, take them by surprise.
A couple hours before game time, and the game faces are on. Tonight's game is a homecoming of sorts for goaltender Colin Cavilla and Kevin Rollick. Rollick grew up just down the road in Carrot River, while Cavilla was a Hawk just before the trading deadline.
So it's a big game for me. I'll be playing before the fans. Obviously, I played for a year. This is my debut with my new teammates here in Estevan, so I have a lot to prove tonight.
It's really important to try and play well here. I've always been nervous coming here to play, and I like to do well here in front of fans too, so they don't get to see many games that I like.
Okay, fellas, get her going, eh? Forwards, start the game. Make damn sure we're ready to play defense. Everybody's ready to go. We're forechecking. We're hitting hard. We're aggressive as hell. We're coming through the neutral zone. We pick people up, head in the swivel, pick up the defense coming in, and make damn sure we work a 1-2-2 coming start of the first 10 minutes in here. We put the puck in deep. Face up if you don't have a chance to get to him. If you do, we have to have that third guy high. Yeah.
The Bruins had a good first period. The Bruins come out flat in the second period and allowed a couple of power play goals. It was too far to come back on this night. The final, a 5-2 setback.
I think so. We didn't play very poorly in the second period. They came out and they had some power play chances. They capitalized on them. We didn't capitalize on ours, but they had a very poor second period. We weren't skating. We obviously laid off the body, and they took the play to us, and that's all there was to it.
Yeah, we kind of slacked off in the second period, and that's something we got to work on. We got to get up to 60 minutes and be more disciplined. I think they had 3 or 4 power play goals and 1 shorthanded, so we got to come prepared for 60 minutes tomorrow.
Well, I think you have to build on the fact that we had a strong third period. The guys came out and they wanted to go out and at least win the period, and we did. We outscored them 1-0. They played the body better, they skated harder, and I think we have to build on that for tomorrow night and realize that obviously we have to play 60 minutes of the game.
It's minus 32 degrees right now in the Paw, minus 33 degrees in Flin Flon Creighton. If you're looking for something to do tonight, why not head down to the Whitney Forum where the Flin Flon Junior Bombers will take on the Estevan Bruins. The game time is 7:30, so come on out and support our local hockey team.
I gotta get a postcard. I have to get a postcard, maybe an aerial shot. If they could get one through all the smoke. This place don't look so tough. You know, when we were in BC, this was the big joke, eh? Yeah, trading deadline's coming up. Sorry, you're going to Flin Flon. Who would have known? the start of this year that I'd be playing against the Flin Flon Bombers. Anytime you come to a place where there's a lot of banners hanging from the ceiling, you know, there's a lot of, you just know there's a lot of history involved in. I mean, you know, the Flin Flon Bombers are, the city pretty much, they are the city, you know, and they're everything that the city stands for. And every time they go on the ice, they know that, and you know, it's a tough rink to play in. I can imagine. You know, I've never played here, but I just know that that was the way it is in a lot of cities. Like in Fort McMurray, it was the same way when in the Alberta League. You know, players would come to the rink, and it was 1,200 seat rink, and they'd have 1,400 fans in there every game. And I think we have to get meaner. You know, we got a really good sized team, and I think we're one of the least penalized teams in the league, and not necessarily go out there and pull a goon show, but you know, I think we have to, you know, get a little bit of an attitude out there and let them know that we're not going to get pushed around. And you know, I think that if we're not intimidated by this rink, then you know, I think we can pull out a win, because you know, they play a real run and gun style, and I think that we can force them into making some mistakes. And the rink's not a bad size, so that should benefit some of the smaller players like myself.
Well, this is it, the fabulous Whitney Forum in Flin Flon. Nothing fabulous about this for opposing teams. Not an easy place to play. Not only do the Estevan Bruins and other teams have to deal with the travel to get up here, but they also have to deal with tradition. Players like Reg Leach, Dale Fox, and, of course, Bobby Clark, all were Flin Flon Bombers, and the fans expect nothing less. It won't be an easy game for Estevan.
I guess this time we have to come out hitting a lot more than we did last time. They're a rough club, so we have to play a lot more physical than we did last time. Hopefully that should turn the puck over and give us some chances offensively.
Yeah, the last time we played them at home, they kind of took it to us a little bit, so we owe them one tonight for sure. So we'll have to straighten a few things out tonight with them.
Well, Flin Flon's known all over the place for an intimidating barn. They call it the zoo. But hopefully we can put that behind us and just think of it as a normal hockey game. They're another club now, it's not as bad as it used to be, and we should come out on top.
A lot more physical than we have been. We try and get about 60 or 70 hits a game, and we've only been getting about 40 or 45, so we're falling short in that department for sure.
There it is, Kate. Drive the net! Come on, boys, you gotta pay it. Gotta get inside the dots, fellas. Let's start going to the net. That's it, that's it. Boy, Rawls, that a boy.
Just like a Nipawin, the Bruins scored the first goal. And, just like a Nipawin, they saw their lead slowly disappear. Fans at the Forum in Flin Flon were once again witnessing a Bomber win on home ice.
Lates, something you're still getting caught coming down in this area too much. You know what I mean?
In their zone?
In our zone. I mean, if Liam was here, he had the puck, and you were standing right beside him. You just got to stay out here, buddy. I mean, you got this guy. This is the guy you're concerned about. Like, you know, Liam had the guy in front, and all of a sudden there's two guys standing there. The puck comes out, and you're right beside him. When a quick pass up, and you're gone.
Well, I turned up, and that guy came into the zone, and he was a late guy coming in. He went right behind the net.
Yeah, but see, if he goes down behind the net, don't go with him.
Well, there was nobody paying.
Yeah, but there was a point guy. Yeah, there was a point guy out here. That's your responsibility. You know what I mean?
I just didn't want that guy to get a pass.
But if it's down there, then it's 3-on-3. Okay.
Tonight, I thought all the guys played really good, and we showed a lot of character and heart. But the same as last night, the outcome was the same.
Well, over last night, you know, there's a lot of guys that came to work tonight, and I don't think there's any question about it that there's a lot more effort here tonight, and I'm proud of all the guys in the team. And you know, I think we have something to build on now. You know, we didn't quit for all 60 minutes, you know, and that's a good sign for the team-wise.
Well, I think today the positive thing we can build on is we showed a lot of character and a lot of heart, and the effort was there. So we do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe the bounce will go our way.
Well, I thought the effort was there. I mean, you know, there's no. I mean, it's 1-1 with 12 minutes left in the third period. We had chances in the second period. I thought in the last half of the second period anyway that we outplayed them pretty well, and had a lot of chances to go up, maybe 1 or 2 or 3-1, and just didn't seem to get it done. That big goal for them was at the end of the second period with about 38 seconds left in the period, and I guess when things are going tough on you, one little mistake and it seems to be in the net, but I thought the effort was there. It's just we're just missing that one big goal maybe to put us over the hump, and that extra effort maybe at the end. Everybody maybe tries to compensate and overdo something, maybe try a little bit too hard and not do their own job, and I think that's where we're at right now. We just got to concentrate on our own job and let, it's 20 guys that have to come ready to play. And if we do our own job, business usually gets taken care of.
Yeah, definitely. I think everybody now is in shape, and I think it just comes down to character and heart for the third game. I think we can do it.
After the game, it's onto the hotel where the players relax and think about the loss and what has to be done to at least get 2 points from this trip.
We have to come out exactly like we did tonight and work our balls off and do everything that we did, hit, pass, and shoot as much as possible and knock them around, and the breaks will come, and we should come out with 2 points.
Yeah, I think it's mental. Everyone's in probably the best shape that they could be in and ready to play. It's just got to come out and play the full 60 minutes.
I don't think myself I'm getting that fatigued. The whole team I don't think is either. We're in pretty good shape, and we should come in there, lots of legs, and go out there and do our job. We're playing there. We have lots of intensity and working hard, hitting, but I'm not sure what's happening, but we're got to capitalize on all our breaks that we have in front of the net, and when the chances are there, we have to pot them.
Well, I think we had a good game today, and if we work just as hard as we did and come out, I think we'll beat them.
It's day 3 of the Northern Swing for the Bruins, and Game 3 comes later tonight. After a night in the Flan, the team once again boards the bus and prepares yet for another long ride to the next stop, Melfort. This is the last trip north for the team this season, and some players won't see another holiday in northern Manitoba. The sights and sounds of the city will only be a memory. The trip is about 5.5 hours back down the Hanson Lake Road. The players trying to stay focused on the game at hand, but losing the first 2 of the swing makes it difficult to stay focused on tonight's game against the Mustangs. Not much to do on the trip except the odd game of cards, but most just sleep, knowing that they'll need all the rest that they can get. And besides, the scenery isn't quite the panoramic view that you might see on postcards. It's late afternoon by the time the bus pulls into the Northern Lights Palace in Melfort, one of the nicest arenas in the league and home of the 1996 Centennial Cup. The Bruins arrive a little tired but ready to play. The third game would be their toughest, third one in 3 nights. Mustang fans are turning up, waiting to watch their team, which has turned things around and is battling with Nipawin for second place in the North. The Bruins come out flying and stay close for a while, but seem to just run out of gas. Steady forechecking by the Mustangs kept the Bruins defense in a frenzy. While at the other end, Michel Larocque was having a great game. And when called upon, he was there, and after the smoke had cleared, he was still standing with a 4-0 shutout.
You definitely can't be happy with it. I mean, we got 3 losses in 3 games. It's a tough weekend. We worked hard on Saturday night. I don't know what about tonight. We just going through the motions. It's tough.
Well, it certainly was. I thought we played a very good hockey game last night. The goaltending was there. We couldn't put the puck in the net. We come out tonight and
You know, obviously on the third game of the road trip like this, you're tired, and it takes a little while for the boys to get their legs back. And I thought maybe the goaltending, you know, at the start seemed to be there, and the team just seemed to peel off. And we had a couple of key injuries early, and it hurt us.
This North Swing, this one is probably the hardest. We played the top 3 teams in the North Division, so but I mean that's no excuse. I think, you know, we got a good club ourselves, but this weekend we just came up short, and we didn't make the passes, and we didn't make the plays, and that's what happens when you're on the road. You can't afford to make mistakes, and we did. And they capitalized and we won.
I mean, we knew that coming up here that we were facing top 3 teams in the North. They're all very good hockey clubs. And we knew we have to be ready to play them. And we got off to a bad start in Nipawin, and you know, we played some good times and good at times, and after that we just seemed to slip. And you know, it's very frustrating for the boys and for us. And you know, it's over with now, and we have to put it behind us. But certainly we're hoping to come out with at least 1 or 2 wins out of this road trip.
These 3 games were a test for the Bruins, as it is for every other team in the league. And like many teams in the league, this exam was once again very tough. A 5-game losing streak for the team, but the season doesn't end here by no means. There's lots of hockey still left in the season, and the Bruins are still searching for 4th place in the South.
Well, I think probably we just have to kind of get back to the basics of hockey and do what we were doing well when we were winning, and that's all there is to it. You have to put this behind us and just play 1 game at a time now until the end of the season.
It's disheartening when you go out and you play hard and things just don't bounce your way the puck, but yeah, it's tough today. I expected to have a real good game out there, and things just didn't go well.
I think basically, I don't think we played as well as we can, obviously. We played very well at times, but I think over the last games that we've lost, we just don't seem to have the consistency that we need to win. You have to come out every game ready to play, every minute, every shift ready to play. And we do at times, we play very well, and then we'll have a bad 9 or 10 minutes, and we'll get down 2 or 3 goals, and we can't seem to come back.
We just got to regroup, get back together as a team, kind of keep things positive, go into Wednesday with a positive attitude and start getting the Americans out.
Makes the bus ride a little longer.
Long ride. Would have been nice to get this one for sure.
Well, I think 2 out of the 3 games we were probably maybe out of the 180 minutes we probably played about 50, about half percent, about 50%, I guess. It's disappointing in one way because I thought we played well enough in Flin Flon to win. We definitely had a good game there. Everybody, all 20 guys worked hard. Probably deserved better than a 4-2 loss, but it's something that's been happening to this club probably since the Christmas break. We've had some games where we've played very well and come up empty-handed. Right now, I think that the biggest thing is the effort, the work ethic has to stay there and be strong like it was in Flin Flon, and we just got to stay positive, have a good week of practice. We got 3 home games coming up now, and hopefully turn this thing around. So it's a lot of guys. You know, when you start winning, everybody gets confident, and that's what we need. We need our younger guys getting confident, older guys starting to score, and just putting some W's on the board.
The Northern Swing has been brought to you by Alexis Body Toning and Tanning Studio, the Thieves Kitchen and Liwan Palace of Estevan.